So Bill, over at One Car Workshop, has issued a challenge, the No Lathe Pen Challenge. You gotta make a pen without a lathe. And here's the grand prize. You win a free lathe. Sounds pretty good. Let's see the chain of events that need to occur for me to get a lathe. So I made a little diagram. This is me over here. This is Grant. That's me. My name's Grant. Pardon the handwriting. But I'm not very happy because I don't have a lathe. Here's Bill over here. He's pretty happy. He's got a lathe in his garage, his one-car garage. So I have to make a video, send it to Bill, and hope that my video is better than many of the other talented creators out there. And then hopefully Bill will give me a lathe. Seems okay. Not too bad. But if I'm over here, I want to go right over here. So I'm just going to build a lathe. I don't like to take anything for chance. So let's drop some plans for a lathe. So in its basic form, the lathe consists of 3 basic parts, and there's components to each of them. Get your headstock with your drive side of your machine. And the tailstock is usually the freewheel side or the dead side that just captures the end of your workpiece. And then you got a bed, or so they call it, the rails that join the two, the headstock and the tailstock. So for this one, I don't need it to be too big. So I'm probably gonna have about 6 inches of swing and probably 18 inches long. I'm not really going to be doing any furniture legs or anything big on that. I have a different tool for that. So that's enough plans for me. Let's go outside and cut some stuff. Got these 2 pieces of maple planed on both sides and joined on one edge. I think I'm going to use this big one as the bed of the lathe, and this piece is going to become the headstock or the tailstock. Okay, so one last thing for these rails. They're gonna sit about this far apart, about 1.5 inches in between there. But I want to make a notch right here and here, so when I put the tailstock and also the tool rest, they'll be able to bear against these 2 surfaces. It's 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch, and I'll bolt it down there with some sort of slide carriage in there. So for this top piece, this part of the headstock, I want it to be pretty sturdy, so I'm going to glue these 2 pieces together and drive my screws in.
Oh, that's nice. Excellent. Don't you just love that?
So now I'm going to drill for the bearings. I got a 7/8 diameter Forstner bit. The bearings are 22 millimeters, so it's not a perfect fit, but this is the closest one I got. I've drilled all the holes in the headstock, and now it's time to mark these holes and drill them through the bed. Now I'm going to cut a couple pieces of threaded rod to bolt my lathe together. So now I'm going to install the studs into the end of the rails with a couple jam nuts on the end of here. It's going to go deeper than the threaded portion, so it should go in pretty easily, and in the end it will go into unthreaded wood, and it should have a nice secure grip on there.
Right there, 3 1/4. Okay. Double wrench and pop this nut off. And then just repeat that 3 more times.
Now let's take a look at what we got going on here for the spindle. I got a countersunk hole. It's about a 1/4 inch deep. And then through the center, I've got an 11/16 hole that goes all the way through. And then there's a countersink hole on the other side as well. So I've got a piece of threaded rod, 2 bearings on here, and a couple of jam nuts to keep it. And that will keep that held inside the headstock like that. So I'm just going to put that together and then I'll... here it is, the no lathe pen. Well, technically I made this pen on a lathe, but I don't think that's the point of the challenge to begin with. The point is to get out there and make something. Just make anything. As simple as a pen with no lathe. Well, technically I kind of went the long way around on this one, but here it is. Hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. This is one of my first videos, and I had a lot of fun, and I think I'll make some more. So if you'd like to stick around, maybe there'll be some more in the future. Thanks to Bill Lavolsi at One Car Workshop. He put this whole thing on for the No Lathe Pen Challenge. I've already heard him on Maker's Hustle talking about it. They got over 50 people, and I'm in the last week right now. It's the 16th. So 3 days from now, you'll be watching this on YouTube.